Hi everyone, and welcome back to Scrapbooking Creations. I'm Diane, and today we're going to be taking the simple and sweet layout and creating our second layout using the left page. The first one was using the right, now we're using the left. So let's get scrapping. Round two. Okay, so we've done the layout with this piece, and I have that right here. So we remade that one side. I did forget to put dots on here, but I'm okay with no dots. So yeah, if you noticed I didn't put dots on the last video, that was a mistake, but it's an okay mistake. So I'm going to take this piece now and put this aside. And this is the side we're going to focus on now. I've got these little pieces that I need to sand. I've got some extras of these little flowers. I've thought about this piece, still kind of in the works there, and I need to stamp on this. I've got the circle. We do have dots. I don't know if we'll use them here either, partially because I don't know if I'll remember. Okay, so this page right now, I've got I took brown, or what is this, toffee, and I put these pictures onto it. I've got Miranda squeegeeing the window. We were in, I want to say, gypsum on our way back from Glenwood. And I just kind of added some paper. I was cutting some magnets today, and I forgot to change out my blade before I started cutting, and so it kind of messed up. But I think I'll be okay, because that was where I kind of intended to put some flowers. So one thing I noticed when I was working with this earlier, I did cut a second of the charcoal and a second of the rosemary square, and then I cut it into triangles. Sorry. And but I noticed that this was like really big. And so I had made the sage cardstock to kind of balance it out, and it looked great until I took the sage letters I made and put them on the sage. So then I just like matted that. So I've got the sage in there, which is a good, we need to have that in here to kind of balance it. I'm going to set these aside for right now. We've got one, some inking to do, and two, you know what? I put the adhesive on this already. Probably shouldn't have done that. Maybe we can do it this way, because it is a perfect square. It's 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. I need to roll this down a little bit. So we'll do that in just a sec. I need to add some dashes on here with the number 10 jelly roll. I need to sand these. Let's do that first. Just kind of sand them a little bit. Okay, that one. And then we'll add some color to the background. Okay, that done. Let's grab the brush and grab mulberry. And I feel like when I was kind of playing, the triangle's going to go about right here and right here and right here. So I've got these areas that I need to add some color to. And of course oh, never mind. I have it over here. It's like, of course I set this someplace that I don't know where it's at, but it was right there. So we're just going to add some color on here, kind of just bring this in. I wonder if adding some mulberry to the picture area instead of the sage. Just adding it into the corners. This one I'm doing a lot lighter than I did on the last one. I don't want as much color. I just want a hint of it. This one needs a smidge more. Okay. And then we'll repeat the same over on the other side. And you don't need a lot. And a little tiny bit more over here. Okay, I'm done with the mulberry. Let's see here. Kind of my thought process on this. Let's put these little dashes on here. We don't need it on the base, just on the pointed part. And probably not too far in on either of them, but I will do all of this. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Okay, I'm going to speed this up and I will pause it and I'll be right back with all of these done. Okay, so I need to stamp on this heart. Let me grab the intense black and put these little plus signs on it because I do really like that. But I was thinking about adding plus signs other places. Okay, so then we've got these pieces and we're just gonna kind of wet it down a little bit and then just kind of work with the paper and roll it up a little bit. Work it in. It dries so quickly. It's just what helps me break it down a bit. Doesn't do a lot because it dries so quickly. Okay, there's that one. And work it in. Squeaky. Okay. And oh, it is so squeaky. That's funny. Okay. Set that up there and set those aside for right now. Okay. So we're all done with our dots, or dashes. I did notice one thing. I was kind of going back and forth. I'm used to my gel pens not working right. These seem to work really well. So I don't need to do that, but it's kind of an old habit. So let's see here. If we've got that and that, and if that's at about 3 1/4, 3 1/4, and then over here. Oh, and I did take off the sage on this. I wasn't liking it. I'm trying to like it. It's just kind of bugging me. Let's see here. So 5 1/2 would be, so just a smidge over 5 1/2. Right, 5 1/2 and 5 1/2 is 11. This is 11 1/4. So right about there. Okay. I did cut some strips, about 3/4 of an inch strips that I can put here. Let's see here. So 3 1/4, 1, 2, 3 1/4 would put us about right there. Right there. And right about there. Okay. So we could put those on there. I have to be really careful because the photos still have the sticky on them. So I need to build that up a little bit more. And I did cut some mulberry to see if I liked that. Not sure. Not loving that. Probably should have just left it matted on the other. Okay. I think we'll just kind of adhere down some of this, and then, oh, I forgot about the the charcoal. Okay, and the ballerina that goes over there. Okay, so that covers that, and I think that this will give me what I'm looking for. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Let me grab the mulberry just to see if we want to add any of that in. I think it's too much. Okay, and then we've got the ballerina over here. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm getting there. I think I want to go further this way though. What if we did it at 3? So 1, 2, 3. So I'd be at 9. This one would be at 3. Okay, I think I've got the base. Need to grab this piece. So I'm going to assemble this side over here. Get these on here as quick as possible. So if I put the point at 3, I was happy with that. Point at 3. And so a little over 5.5. Like 5 1/8. Actually, I kind of like the idea of that, kind of closing it off. Move that back a smidge. Okay, that'll work. Oops, that's right. The adhesive is exposed on that one. So we're just going to set that aside. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let's get these over here on. Because then I can put the charcoal piece on and have them line up. Even though my mats are not lining up right now, I will get them to line up in a few. Now on the title, I found a few different, I don't want to say fonts, because I mean they're fonts, but they were pre-done. And one of them was helping something, and the other one was something dad something. And so I just took the parts I liked and I got rid of the rest of it. Now, one thing I will say about that is that it makes it easier when I do that rather than trying to hunt down a font that I think will work. And so it made my time a lot easier, which was nice. But I did cut it out 4 times and I layered them. And the top one I inked with the sage, and then I took sage with the grid pattern like I had done on the prior and did that. Okay, so here's the point. Let's do that. Let's do that, oops, on the other side. Goodness gracious. Okay, the point, and I'm going to pull that back a little bit. There we go. Okay, where to start on this one? Let's kind of the center. So I'm going to start this at 2.5. Two and a half. Looking good. I'm liking it. This one's got a little bit of adhesive right there, but it should be fine because that's where I want to put some flowers. So we started that one at 2.5. We got to make sure we start this one at 2.5. Let's see here. Let's go this way. 2.5. Oops, all the way to the edge. 2.5. There we go. And the adhesive is over there. Okay, I'm liking this. It's looking good. This isn't quite centered. Let's see. It works together though. I think it looks pretty even. It looks even enough in my mind. Okay, I accidentally, of course, doubled all these up on here. So here is, oops, this one's for this side. Start this at 3.5. Might be tucking, I might not. I don't know. 3.5. I was sitting in the car taking these pictures. This one I did get out of the car to take. She was such a good helper with the window washing. We had so many bugs on that window. So if I put this in here, I could kind of slide it down a little bit. Maybe. Okay, it's a little more trouble. I think it needs to be a little smaller. So I'm just going to lightly pull up on this. Take the adhesive off of here. I seriously thought about putting the little plus marks on here. So if we go to about right there, that looks pretty good. It's a little more than I had before, which I think is what was throwing me, as I needed just a smidge more. That to 3.25. Kind of scoops up right there, but that's okay. That's where a little bit of an embellishment's going to go. So that'll work and not look too silly once I'm done. Okay, and this one, it's just a smidge over that. Okay. Hopefully this next one goes all the way to the end. So I do have a plan for right there, but I don't have a plan for down here. Perfect. Okay, so that one will be covered up and this one will be covered up. Now we have the rosemary and we have the charcoal. I also have the sage, but I thought I was using a little, like sage on sage. Might not look as good. And this is light charcoal, so it looked okay kind of next to it. So I think I like that. Kind of like that. That's kind of my balance on the bits, but we'll deal with those in a minute. So next I need to work with the dad. Oh, I did cut these little window washer thingies Don't know if I want to use those. I suppose no, so I'm going to put something down there. I don't know if I'll use those. Okay, I'm kind of liking that better. I'm not the greatest at, you can see the white. I'm not good at layering these for some reason. No matter how much I fidget and move them around, they still don't line up the right way. I just can't get it to do that. Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of these. I think that's too much. And I think I'm going to work on the embellishments and then put the title because I'm not sure about it yet. I do know I want some pop tape. I'm going to just continue using this bit. I think I just want one on here. And let me grab my little rollery thing. And okay, I like that. I'll grab one here. It's kind of nice getting two different layouts out of this one because I do really like it. It just was not feasible for a 1-page or a 2-page layout, but it works great for, 2 sets of layouts. I think I want to put that there. And we'll put some pop tape on here. Originally, I had it down here when I was playing with it, but I think up here is better for the balance. And I do like the difference in the colors. I really, really like how that plays out. What if we tuck one and put one up here and just kind of leave that? And then we could put the heart there. Kind of like that. I know it's not really a layout that needs flowers, but since these kind of came with this layout, I thought, why not? And this one. And some leaves. I'm not loving that leaf right there. That one looks pretty good. I don't like that one. Maybe up there. Okay, that works. This is not wanting to stay down. And I think it's because of this piece right here. So over here, I think I'll just put them on top of each other. You know what, maybe let's pop this one. Got some little pieces. Oh, I like that. I like the balance there. Okay. Okay. I am liking this down here. With the smaller, narrower fonts, it's really hard to use pop tape. So I think I like that overlapped more, but that means I've got to smush this down quite a bit. When you want these popped, when they're so tiny, it's kind of hard to put that pop tape on them. So cutting an extra 3 sets so that you had a 4 buildup is one of the only ways to kind of do that with the thinner fonts. But I definitely need to practice with getting the bits layered better. It's like I said, no matter how many times I was playing with it, it still was not lining up. And then I thought I had it, and it didn't. Okay, I like that. Love this helping word. I think this turned out really cute. I couldn't find another one that looked like Dad, so that's why I went with a different font for the Dad part. But I'm very happy with it. And this layout really did go together pretty quick. Get some of this off of here. Okay, I like that we've got that on there, the little bits of mulberry. Let's grab the dots and see what would look nice. I think some would. So I have a darker and I have a lighter. I think I like the lighter in that center. I'm not really loving the peach for this one. And I believe that's actually what we used, was the peachy color, but I think I want to use the actual pink one. And let's look at what they did. Okay, so I didn't use a ticket on this one. I used it on the other page. They pretty much used everything else and then some, but I think, should I just use the dots? So let's just use the dots. So I was thinking I might want a heart on there, but I think the dots will be just fine. Okay. Oops. Shouldn't be doing this with my hand. Okay, that's a little too perfect right there. There we go. Maybe, well, no, I'll leave it. I will leave it. Let's move those aside. And let's see, what else do we need? I think we should do that heart. Grab this and the mulberry. And we did a heart trio on the other one. I had to start putting this into the packaging because it's getting, the little bits are starting to kind of try to escape even more. Okay, I'm just going to put all three on there. Oh, I like that with the heart. Yeah, definitely needed the hearts for this one. I'm really happy with this. And it was quick. You might not think it was quick, but I think this went together really quick. But let's take a closer look. I think this turned out great. You know what? I think I'm going to put the heart on top, though. Oops. Down there. It's too fun. Perfect little layout to kind of end this trip that we went on too. So thank you so much for coming to play today. I hope you had fun, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and play today. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. Leave a comment and have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.